All right, this demonstration is for ball bearing swivels. Now, this over here is a ball bearing swivel. You notice it has weight on it. So if you are spin casting using this, watch that. With the weight on it, see how it spins? That means you're going to be getting less tangles in your line. This is just a regular swivel. Look at that. Doesn't even turn at all. But look at the ball bearing swivels. It's still going. So it's worth the extra money to get a ball bearing swivel as compared to a regular swivel. Okay, the ball bearing difference. Look, this one doesn't spin at all, barely spins. This one spins a lot. And this is only ball bearing one side. But I'm going to be getting this one here, rated up to 110 pounds. This has ball bearings of both sides. And here at Brian's, they sell them in all different sizes, as well as silver or black. So for spin casting on the shallow reefs, this is the one I'm going to get for today. Thank you. Okay, this is a ball bearing snap lock swivel, which means that, look, no matter how much pressure you put on both sides, it turns. So that way your line, especially a braid, does not get tangled. And the advantage to this is when you open this up, you can put your pre-made leaders to it, you know, with your swivels, lock it back down, done. For spin casting, this is a great thing because you can change to your favorite spoons. You can change to grubs, jig heads, whatever you want to use. But there is a disadvantage to this. I'll show you in a second. Okay, here's the tip of my spinning rod. Here is the ball bearing coast lock swivel. Okay, very, very easy to interchange when you're out in the field, right? So many of you know that I like to make my pre-made leaders ahead of time. And so, you know, normally I get used to the normal swivels. You can just put it on in the field, especially at night when you don't want to fool around too much. Look how easy that is. Goes, snaps on, snaps off. What is the problem with this? There's actually no problem. It's pretty good. The fish don't mind seeing that. But the problem is that after so many casts, sometimes if your line arcs up too much, it's going to come plopping down. Everything gets tangled because you're going to have a lead weight right here, lead egg. So what happens? Everything gets tumbled, and sometimes your leader will come over and get caught around your swivel, snap swivel, and look, it's going to do this. And it happens a lot, okay? I mean, you can't really get around it. Sometimes you're just going to have to work it. So let's see what happens when we use the other swivel. Okay, now I put on the other one. The other one I put on is the Central all stainless steel dual rotation ball bearing swivel. The demonstration I gave you earlier was with one rotation on one side. That was at the Brian's fishing supply store in Honolulu, Hawaii. The demonstration only had one side. This is a dual. It has it on both sides. As you can see here, I think this is a better way for spin casting. I'm putting a lot of pressure on both sides. It twists so easily. The other one in the store only had it on one side, which is good enough. The double ones are a little bit more, and the smaller sizes even more yet, but I like this. So, you know what you can do is, you can imagine there's another line coming into your lure. What happens if it twists and turns on here? It's not gonna, look, there's nothing on this swivel. They get hung up like the coast lock snap. This is a better system. For some reason, the smaller units cost more than the big units, but I don't care. This one is rated for, let's see, 110-pound test. That's pretty damn good, I think. But I love this. I don't see any downside to it, but I am going to try it. Now, you can imagine up here, some people use floats like Tough Bubbles, and you'll fill it with water. I use a lead egg in areas where you want the lead egg not to be so noticeable. I use tungsten because it is a little bit smaller than the lead for the same size. So as you can see here, that's a double. So we're gonna try this out, see how it works. I think I'm gonna like it already. I don't see any downsides to this whatsoever. So you notice that in my pre-made lures, I have a swivel already connected to the line. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just gonna tie a knot to this already and just do it that way. I think in the long run, this would be great. And you know what this would be good for too? Kastmasters, crocodiles, any type of spoons, because you can get your lure and put a split ring on the end of the lure and add one of these on. That way you can just connect up really fast to your favorite spoons and jigs, and this won't twist up your line like the braid here. If you don't have this type of swivel, the line does kind of get twisted up and unraveled. It's not that good. It won't happen with this type of dual stainless steel rotation swivels. So just remember, you don't have to go with the brand name. I'm just trying this. This is my first brand name I'm going with. But remember to try the dual rotation ball bearing swivels. I think this will slowly replace how I go whipping or spin casting. Thanks.